Hi, I'm Kate with Kate's Paper Creations, and I welcome you to my weekly Blast from the Past video where I bring in a discontinued stamp set or die bundle or whatever and try to give it some new life with some of the current products from the current catalogs. Today I am featuring the stamp set called Beautiful You. It, according to my records, I put a little thing on the back of my stamp sets. This evidently came out in the Occasions catalog of 2017, and it was just discontinued this past year. So here is the stamp set. It came with images of these lovely ladies. There's 3 of them all together, and lots of sentiments. And it will be available for free to those who leave me a comment in the comment section. I am collecting those people who leave me comments, and I will put them in a random generator, and whoever gets chosen, I will send this stamp set gently used to whoever gets chosen. So be sure and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. So these are the 2 cards I made from this stamp set, and I'll start with this one. Very simple card. It is Granite Gray base card, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 to make a typical A2 greeting card. The red part here around for the border is, get my ruler out because I can't remember and I didn't write it down. It is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So then the white piece is 2 by 3 1/4. And then I stamped the image with Memento Black, colored it with blender pens and Granite Gray ink for the dress and Real Red for the umbrella. And then optional, it's kind of hard to tell, but optional, I went back and Wink of Stella on all of that. Then I stamped the sentiment, which came from Positive Thoughts stamp set, and I stamped it with Real Red onto a piece of Whisper White. I cut it out using one of the dies from Stitched So Sweetly, and then to get that lovely Real Red border around there, I took the die. I laid it down on a piece of Real Red, took my pencil and traced it, fussy cut it out, and it made a perfect border for that. This is the Peony Garden Designer Series paper in the background, and it is cut 4 by 5 1/4. It's just beautiful background. So that's that card. This one I think I would have to say is probably my favorite. I started with a Whisper White thick base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 to make a standard A2 greeting card base. Then I took the whitest border that's available in the Borders Abound stamp set, and I stamped it with Petal Pink ink as close as I could to the side of the card, each side. It's not long enough to fit the full length, so you have to stamp it twice, and you'll want to be sure and be careful to get those 2 as close together as you can. Perfection is not required because you are covering a portion of it up, and it's not as noticeable because of that, but just so you know, you want to watch out for that. The background here is Petal Pink cardstock, and it is embossed with the Little Details embossing folder that has a top and a bottom, and the center is plain. And I centered it. My piece is let's measure that for you. I don't use centimeters. It is 3 3/8 by 5 1/2, which is the exact width of that embossing folder. So I put it in there and then adjusted it from top to bottom and embossed it. Then I didn't attach it yet. Then I took a piece of the Peony Garden Designer Series paper, and it's just such a lovely paper. It's got this beautiful mix of colors, and it's primarily petal pink. And I took that and I cut it 3 3/8 by 5 1/2. And then I took the die from the Peonies dies. There's a beautiful border in there, and you can see it. I'm hoping you can see that design in there. It's so pretty. And I took some off of each side, top and bottom, just as close to the edge as I could get it. Then I attached it and cut off the excess. So that created that, and then I attached this whole piece with just standard adhesive. I stamped the image onto Whisper White Regular with Memento Black ink. I colored it with Rococo Rose using a blender pen. And then optional, again, I came back with Wink of Stella and added some shimmer to the dress. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of pretty. The sentiment came from a little lace, So Happy for You. I did get it a little crooked. I'm not going to panic over that, but you might want to be a little more careful than I was. And I just stamped it with Memento Black. This is really a lovely background, and I think I'll probably be doing some more of this with some different colors because I really, really like it. But those are the 2 cards I made today. Thank you for visiting my blog. They are also in my, visiting my YouTube channel. They're also on my blog, and from there you can link to my These Are My Stamps site, where there are free printable instructions and supplies lists as well. So I hope you enjoyed stopping by. I hope you will leave me a comment. I'd love to give this stamp set away to somebody. Talk to you later.